I'm David Hughes. Today I'd like to talk about problems and their solution. First, let me help you get in touch with your biggest problem. We're going to do a visualization, so close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself in a beautiful park. You have the whole place to yourself. Green trees and bushes, sculptured walks, a very peaceful place away from the crowds. Now you find a very nice, comfortable bench in a very private place. And you sit down all alone with your thoughts. You can see around you beautiful manicured gardens, blooming flowers, beautiful trees and shade, birds, wildlife, and you have the whole place to yourself. So take a deep breath and relax, and think of your biggest problem. This is a safe place where you can think about your problems in peace. Take a look at your problem and ask yourself, how does it make you feel? Get in touch with your feelings about your problem. Notice how you feel about your problem. Now, I want you to touch all those feelings and turn all the negative feelings into positive ones. So turn fear into hope, turn confusion into clarity, and so on. Touch all your feelings about your problem and make them positive. After all, negative feelings never helped anybody solve a problem, now did they? Now I'd like you to ask yourself, what are you doing to solve your problem? What have you done in the past to solve it, and what are you doing now? Take a look at all the things you've done to solve your problem and all the things you're doing in the present to solve your problem. And I want you to ask yourself, are the things I'm doing really solving my problem? After all, you still have your problem. So all the things you've done and are doing haven't solved it, have they? Get in touch with how you feel about that. Touch on all those feelings and turn the negative ones to positive ones. Good. Now come out of the visualization and be in present time. Be in the room and watch the video. How are you feeling? Do you feel better about your problems? Albert Einstein one time said, "A problem can never be solved in the same state of consciousness in which we created it." So I want you to think about something. If everything you've done so far to try to solve your problem hasn't worked, then do you really know the solution to your problem? Maybe you need more knowledge. Maybe you need some new ideas on how to solve your problem. Well, first of all, let's analyze the problem and see what kind of problem it is. There are really only three kinds of problems. Either you want something which you don't have, you had something but you lost it, or you have something but it's not what you want. Now, take a look and see in these three kinds of problems which type applies to your problem. Remember, we're only talking about the worst problem in your life, the most serious problem, the one that bothers you the most. Is it a problem that you can't have what you want, you lost what you had, or you've got something you don't want? Think about it. There are only three elements in any problem: you, your desire, and time. In the first case, where you want something but you don't have it, that means you're separated from what you want by time. What you want is in the future, and you're in the present. In the second case, where you had something you wanted but you lost it, then you're also separated by time, but in the past. In the third case, when you have something you don't want, you're stuck in time with something that is not your desire. So the fact that our present human consciousness is stuck in time is a significant factor in our problems. If we could transcend time and exist in eternity, really there wouldn't be any problems, would there? So I'd like you to consider something. If you had more knowledge, especially knowledge of consciousness, and could change your consciousness from being stuck in time to being free from time and situated in eternity, would that help you solve your problems? Of course it would. In fact, this single skill is the one solution that allows us to solve all of our problems. Imagine if you could freely travel into the future and past. You could have the things that you want but can't have. You could recover the things you had but you lost. And you could separate yourself from the things you have but don't desire. So knowledge of consciousness is actually the biggest tool for solving all the problems of life. Think about it. If you could change your consciousness, you wouldn't have any problems. You could change your consciousness in such a way that the problems wouldn't affect you. So really, knowledge of consciousness is the most powerful tool for solving problems that we could imagine. That's what Einstein meant when he said the solution to the problems is not on the same level of consciousness as when we created them. So my advice to you today is, if you really want to solve your problems, don't get stuck in negative feelings about them. Don't let yourself be affected by apathy, anxiety, depression, or frustration. Take some action to solve your problems and get what you really need and want. Learn more about consciousness, because that's the actual solution to all the problems of life.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.